Hi guys, I thought I had to go to work like right then when I made my last video, but I actually looked at my schedule and I have an hour to kill. So I'm gonna do a tag that I've been wanting to do for a while, and it's on your favorite drugstore products. And I think you're supposed to do 10, but I didn't pick 10, I just picked my favorites. I think it's 10-ish. We're gonna start off with moisture. I live in the desert. It's really, really low humidity here, which is good for your hair. But I mean, for your hairstyles, they stay. The humidity doesn't kill them because we don't have any, but bad for your skin. It's really, really, really dry. And I have not found a difference between really expensive, like boutique moisturizers and cheap moisturizers you can get at the drugstore, mainly because I want something very simple. I want it to be intensely moisturizing, a lotion consistency with no smell. So the best things I've ever found are, I just call them the big white moisturizers because they're usually in white bottles. This happens to be a Walgreens brand, but I've had the CVS brand. I've used Vaseline, I've used St. Ives. Any intensely moisturizing lotion with no smell, I love. I compared to anything fancy, I don't see a big difference. And this works really, really well. Slather it on, doesn't smell, so if you wear perfume, it's not gonna like clash with any of your perfumes, and it sinks in very quickly. So I really like drugstore moisturizers. The next one is a facial moisturizer. It's Johnson & Johnson's Purpose. It's got SPF 15 in it, but I don't think that's a high enough SPF for where I live. So I do put a sunscreen on over it. It's not a drugstore brand though, so maybe I'll show you that later. But I used this last summer is when I first got my first bottle of this, when I accidentally got a sunburn on my face, and I was like, oh my god, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I can't use a moisturizer. The moisturizer I had at the time had acids in it, and I didn't want to put that on top of my sunburn because my skin was already damaged enough, so I wanted to get something kind of gentle. And I knew already that I didn't like Cetaphil. Cetaphil actually stings my skin, which is weird because it's not sensitive, but whatever's in Cetaphil stings me. So I didn't get that. I got this instead, and I loved it so much that this is my new moisturizer. It doesn't have a smell, once again, I love, and it's very moisturizing. Well, I have oily skin in the desert, it's kind of normal, but it's very moisturizing for me, actually does not clog my pores, I don't have to worry about it. Love it. My next thing though is my absolute favorite, and I think everyone should have this. It's Aquaphor by Eucerin. This stuff is amazing, not just on your mouth. I use it as kind of like a primer on my lips, and then I'll take it off. But it's kind of the same, it's a petroleum-based product. So it's very similar to like a MAC lip primer. Theirs is petroleum-based. It just softens your lips up fantastically. I put it on before I do my face, and then dab it off and then do my lipstick, and my lips are really soft and very well primed, and they hold, they don't crack or wrinkle, and they hold the product really well. I also use it on my feet. I use it on my hands. If my eyelashes get really dry, I put a little bit on the ends of my eyelashes at night. I don't do that very often because you're not supposed to use it in the eye area. And it's also good on minor, not anything intense, but if you get a minor burn. So actually, if you get a minor sunburn, say on your shoulders, this works really well, helps keep you from peeling, helps repair repair the damage that you've done in the sun. So I love it, love it, love it. Everyone should have some. The next thing I really like, and I got it because of the smell, because I'm very picky about the way things smell. Obviously, I have talked about the smell of everything, but it's Burt's Bees Medicated Lip Balm, and I got it because it smells like cloves, and I love the smell of clove and cardamom. And not only does it smell really, really good, it works really well. During the day, my lip color very rarely stays on because I talk all day long, and I'm always chewing on my lips, and I'm always like having a cup of coffee, so my lip color tends to come off, especially when I'm at work. So I just keep this in my purse, and if my lips start to get a little dry, which they do because we have no humidity here, put this on, and especially if they get chapped or cracked, which I try to prevent. But if they do, this is amazing. It's got a little tingle to it, but not a sting. So love it. It smells so, so good. And then, excuse me, my last moisturizing thing is Sally Hansen's Healthy Cuticles Now. It just comes in a little pot like that, and if, like me, like you can see, I don't wear nail polish, but if you want to keep your nails healthy without putting on even like a clear polish, I use this. It's just a cream, if you can see in the pot. It's a very creamy consistency. It's not oily. I've seen some like cuticle oils that are actual oils, and it smells really nice, like a powdery floral, not a grandma powdery floral, but it smells really pretty. And then just rub it on my cuticles, let it set for a while, rub it down onto my nails, and it keeps my nails from getting dry and brittle without having to put anything else on them. And then I think I mentioned earlier that my old lotion had some salicylic acid in it because I do have oily skin and I do get breakouts, especially right down here I get some, and then I tend to get one right there. Like my skin knows that's where my breakout areas are. Anyway, so what I really like to put on them now that I don't use acid in my moisturizer is Neutrogena Rapid Clear 2-in-1 Fight and Fade Gel. And what it does is not only in like 8 hours, it really reduces the redness and the size of your pimple, but it also, you can put it on where you had pimples and it'll help fade those marks so they don't stay for quite as long. I like it a lot. As far as color goes, I've never found an eyeshadow from the drugstore that I really loved, so I don't have one. But I have a couple of lip products that I like a lot. Maybelline has just come out with a highly pigmented lipstick line, and it's called something special, but I don't remember what it's called. Anyway, this is number 145, Plaza Pink, from that highly pigmented lipstick line, and it's just a pale blue-based pink that looks kind of a mauve-ish, that looks nice on my skin. And I'm really impressed with the consistency of these. They're really creamy. I'll do a swatch on the back. And they really do have a lot of pigment in them, and they don't dry your lips out at all. So I really like this. I love the creamy consistency. Doesn't really have a smell, and it lasts about the same time as any other lipstick, but they've all got a little bit of a sheen. I don't think they're any true mattes. They're all, I think, as matte as they get as a cream like this one, and doesn't dry your lips out, and love it. I'm probably going to get more from this line. And then, so that's sort of just an everyday lip. To do a fun summer red, I just was thinking, well, I maybe want to do a lip gloss to do a summer red lip instead of doing a lipstick because it's too hot for a lipstick. So I got this. It's L'Oreal's Infallible 6-Hour Lip Gloss, and in 315, which is Rebel Red, and I love it. I love this. I actually have another one in like a pale baby pink, and I think I have one in sort of a darker mauve-ish too. And the wand looks like that, and I actually a lot of times just use this wand because with that tip you can get really precise application. And it doesn't stay on exactly 6 hours for me. It comes off a little earlier or sooner than that, but I think I mentioned before I talk a lot and I'm always doing stuff with my mouth, so goes on like that. It's a sheer strawberry red, semi-sheer, I should say, the semi-sheer strawberry red. Doesn't dry your lips out like most long-last lipsticks or lip glosses, and I really, really like this stuff a lot. And then the last thing is my baby butt wipes. I love baby butt wipes. I've been using them. I've always got one when I'm doing my makeup. There's that. You can see I rubbed the lipstick off the back of my hand. I use it to touch up any little mistakes I get. I wipe my brushes off on them in between washings. So so if I want to go from a dark color to a light color, I wipe it off. It's just, there are so many things. I take my lip gloss off with this. I think baby butt wipes are really, really good. And you can get fancy makeup towelettes, but I don't want fancy ones. We're talking about things we get from the drugstore, and I love my baby butt wipes to take off my makeup. And yeah, that's about it. I think that was, I have no idea how many things that was. Almost 10, maybe. Okay, now I really am gonna go get ready for work.